Toriko, chapter 371. So there's basically three things that I want to talk about. One of them, the first thing is bullshit. The other two, we'll see. So the first thing is, when GG was eaten, in the zero point 0.1 seconds, he was able to transfer the method of cooking God to tell them, to communicate, it says, the method of cooking God, and each of them perceived it differently. Toriko was to send smell, Zebra white sound, through voice bullshit. They did this shit in the anime where every time something happens, we had to refer to how each of the Heavenly Kings has an ability that they're adept at. Coco with his fucking magnetic waves, I'm able to see this shit. I feel as if that is starting to stretch into the manga, and I don't like that. It's always been present, but it's been less so in the manga than it was in the anime, and I don't like that. Second, the next thing I want to talk about. Acacia looks at everyone who's in front of him as flies obstructing God. Now, I love how he calls Toriko. I love how Toriko and Starjun are the bigger flies, and everyone else are just small flies compared to them. I wonder why is that? Because I mean, Toriko, I understand he has 3 demons, but what is it about Starjun that makes Starjun so much of a threat? Besides the fact that it's Starjun. Also, he goes into this fucking backstory, Acacia, and he goes into, I was never satisfied, and I discovered everything on the planet, and I just felt empty inside and bullshit, and Toriko doesn't buy that for a second. So, Toriko seems like he doesn't give a damn, and he's gonna whoop Acacia's ass. But there's always the issue of Komatsu. If Komatsu does some bullshit that satisfies Neo and everyone's happy and Acacia doesn't get to atone for the shit that he did to Don Slime and the really fucked up shit that he did to Jiro, I'm not going to be happy. Also, Toriko knew about the fight between him and Jiro, and Joy mentions, oh, then you must have known about me and Midora, how I won. And Toriko's like, no, you didn't win. Clearly, Midori's going to be back. How soon, or whether that will be before the final boss fight, we'll see. Now, it may feel like the final boss fight is right now, but I think the issue right now would be cooking God and fighting Acacia separately. And I swear to God, I feel like next chapter, God is just going to be done. Because based on the final panel, it looks like God's about to vomit. And if God vomits Komatsu, and Komatsu's like, oh, I already cooked it from the inside out, I will be so agitated. I will be so fucking agitated. It will just piss me off to levels of extremeness. The last thing I want to mention is the Blue Nitro. So the Blue Nitro know that God has appeared. In the chapter it says, so Earth's God has finally reached frog form. So that means that there are multiple gods that have been existing, and that's potentially God from different planets could taste different and do different things. Who knows? But until next chapter, I have honestly no idea. I'm just hoping we don't get bullshit. Like, rate, subscribe. I'll see y'all for the next.